Test. 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 Shit. Whoops. Test. 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 That's mine. Sorry. Trying to get on the air. Any luck? Test. Test. Nothing? Test. 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 Got it now? Okay, I'll start talking. Go ahead and put me on. Send me a text. Send me a text. Let me know how it sounds. Thank you. Bye. Good afternoon from Shoshoni. We apologize for getting on late here and missing most of the pregame show. I'm Cody Beers, and it's Shoshoni and Lusk in first round action, quarterfinal action in the 1A 9-man playoffs here at Shoshoni High School. Lusk wearing the white jerseys, black pants, red numbers, and Shoshoni out in their blue and gold uniforms, gold numbers and black pants. We're about ready to get underway as Dom Jarvis gets ready to kick it off. We'll go through stats as we get going. Jarvis going to kick it deep, and it's going to roll into the end zone barely, and it'll be first down and 10 for Lusk at their own 20-yard line. Proud to bring you this playoff game here on a Friday afternoon in Shoshoni. This is the quarterfinal round. Shoshoni has earned the right. If they keep winning, they would host next week. And if they would win that game, they would go on to play in Laramie in the state 1A 9-man championship in a week. We'll see how things going as coming out. Lusk on offense as they won the flip and deferred. Here's the first play. It's going to be a pass out right side and hitting him and going out of bounds for Shoshoni. A big hit by Cannon Campbell. That pass complete to David West, a 5'11", 145-pound junior. The starting quarterback for this Lusk team is Ridge Kupke, a 5'7", 135-pound sophomore. Of course, Shoshone starters, Jackson Stanley, Dalton Lennon, Tucker Maddock, Cannon Campbell, Dom Jarvis. Here's a run up the middle, straight at Cannon Campbell. He'll make the tackle at about the 33-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10 for Lusk. Just underway from Shoshoni in this 1A quarterfinal game. 1A 9-man. Of course, Shoshoni, the defending state champions. We've been proud to be here all year. We've done, I believe, 4 games now of Shoshoni this season. Of course, Lusk comes from Niobrara County, the least populated county in the state of Wyoming. Under center, here's Kupke. He'll hand off left side, and a big hit by Dom Jarvis. That time on David West. So we're going to say no gain, 2nd and 10 for Shoshoni. Big front 3 for Shoshoni. Jackson Stanley, nearly 300 pounds. Kellen Lennon and Tucker Maddock up front for the Shoshoni Wranglers. 2nd down and 10 for Lusk. Here's Kupke. He'll hand off back right side, and going down after being hit is David West, the tailback. So 3rd, looks like about 11 yards after that loss of 1. 3rd and 11. Shoshoni coming into this game 7-1 overall, 6-0 in conference play, the number 1 team out of the West. Lusk at 4-4 and 4-3 in conference play. They are the number 4 seed. Number 1 seed on the other side is Pine Bluffs. Here's Kupke back, and Jackson Stanley with the near sack, and then catching him, the little guy, is Kellen Lennon. So that will make it 4th and 14 for Lusk. The Shoshoni team senior dominated, and Lusk with a bunch of young guys. They've got 1, 2, 3 seniors, does the Lusk Tigers. Kick on the way. It's going to be an end-over-ender. It'll bounce inside the 35, inside the 30, and be downed at the 26-yard line. Shoshoni will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. Hey, this is the Fremont County Game of the Week. We'll be back after a brief break here on 99.1 KWYW, and we're streaming on WOW Today at YouTube.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back. 27-yard gain for Peyton Trumpler on 1st down. And it'll be 1st and 10 already inside Lusk territory at the 48. So 1st down and 10 for Shoshoni. Nothing fancy there, just an off-tackle play by Trumpler. 1st and 10, Alex Mills in the shotgun. 3 running backs, handoff to Trumpler. He'll be wrestled down after a gain of about 5 yards on the play. And in the backfield that time for Lusk with the hold was Dane Lamp, a 5'11", 175-pound senior. He had a hold of Trumpler, but Trumpler was able to shed the tackler on the play. 8:51 to play in the first quarter. Shoshoni would hold Lusk to 1 first down on its first drive, and now Shoshoni driving. They're inside the 43-yard line. Here's a handoff to Cannon Campbell. He'll break a tackle and be taken down just inside the 40 of Lusk. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1. They'll say 2 on the play. So 3rd and 2 at the, we'll call it the 39-yard line. 8:16 to play in the first quarter. Here's Mills in the gun, 1 receiver left. Handoff back right side, big hole, big first down by Peyton Trumpler. He'll be tackled right at the 30-yard line. That will be a gain of 10 for Trumpler and another Wrangler first down. 8:03 to play in this first quarter. Shoshoni now with 3 straight first downs. 1st and 10 for the Wranglers. Number 1 rushing team in the state this year. We'll go over those stats as we work our way through this game. Here's Mills. He'll pitch it left side to Trumpler. Big running lane inside the 25 to the 20. He'll cut back and be wrestled down on about the 18-yard line. So Trumpler with a gain of 12. Already 12, 10, and 27 yards for Peyton Trumpler. 1st down and 10 at the Lusk 18. 7:33 and counting here in the first quarter. Mills in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, including Trey Fike back from that ankle injury. Here goes Trumpler around the left end. He's inside the 10, sheds a blocker to the 5, and he'll be wrestled down at the 1-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 17 on the play for Peyton Trumpler and a Shoshoni 1st down. 7:10 to play, first quarter. 1st and goal for the Wranglers at the 3 of Lusk. Here's a wildcat snap to Peyton Trumpler. He'll walk in. Touchdown, Shoshoni. That'll be a 4-yard score for Peyton Trumpler, who's already carried the ball 6 times for over 50 yards. So that run at the 6:57 mark of the first quarter gives Shoshoni a 6-0 lead. Here's Dom Jarvis on for the PAT. It's good. 7-0 Shoshoni. 6:57 to play first quarter. We'll be back after a break. This is Shoshoni football. Shoshoni football on KWYW. We're back after a break.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Welcome back, first quarter. 6:57 to play. Shoshoni with a 7-0 lead over Lusk. Already both teams with 1 possession in this game. Shoshoni comes into this game the number 1 rushing team in the state, 287 yards per game. Here's the kick by Jarvis. It'll go left side and out of bounds, where it'll be marked out at about the 23-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Lusk. I believe Jarvis was trying to kick that ball straight down the field, and it hooked sharply to the left. The 1st and 10 for Lusk at the 35-yard line. Lusk football. Now out at quarterback for Lusk, Jackson Smith. Smith in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 in motion. They'll hand off up the middle to the big man, and he'll be taken down reasonably easy that time for Kellen Lennon, the senior defensive lineman. And it'll be a gain, half yard or so. They're out past the 35-yard line. 6:40 to play, first quarter. The Shoshoni team led by Peyton Trumpler in rushing this year. Peyton averaging 182 yards per game. He's got 176 carries for 1,454 yards. That's an 8.3-yard average. 2nd down, we'll call it 9 for Lusk. Smith in the gun. He'll drop to pass. Throws it over the middle. It's going to be picked off by Alex Mills at the 42 of Shoshoni. Mills playing center fielder, picks it off at the 6:05 mark of this first quarter, and that's the first turnover. And Shoshoni right back with the football, 1st and 10 on their own 43. That pass intended for Nathan Miller, a freshman receiver, but Alex Mills was in the spot to make the play, and he did just that. So 1st and 10 for Shoshoni. 7-0, 6 minutes to play first quarter. Here's Mills in the short gun. He'll fade out toward the right, looking to pass the ball, and he'll throw it deep down the middle. Jackson Stanley open, but it's going to be intercepted. That pass a bit short, and coming up with the interception, Nathan Miller, who incidentally was the receiver on the last play. The freshman Miller, a 5'10", 140-pounder, was outmatched by Jackson Stanley, but that pass was just short. So back-to-back turnovers, one for each team. So Nathan Miller with the interception. At the 5:51 mark. 1st and 10 for Lusk. Out in the gun as they use two quarterbacks. Ridge Kupke, he'll pass right side. It's complete. And a big hit, but out over the 35 to the 36-yard line was the receiver, David West. Gain of 15 on first down. And right back in the huddle, the 135-pound running back, or quarterback, excuse me, for Lusk. Lusk going from our left to our right. They're going straight south here. And they won the flip and deferred. They will get the ball to start the second half. Here's Kupke in the gun. He'll fade left side, throw it out, and it's going to be nearly picked off on the play by Trey Fike. Of course, Fike back with that ankle injury. He's mostly walking without a limp. That's good to see. They need him as they make this run toward a second straight state championship. 2nd and 10 for Lusk. Kupke's pass was just a bit high. 7-0 lead for Shoshoni, 5:38 to play first quarter. In the gun is Kupke. Two receivers set. Here's the big running back, going to be wrestled down by Dom Jarvis. Nowhere to go on the play. And that carry by Dane Lamp. And a loss of about 1 on the play on the big hit by Dom Jarvis. 3rd and about 11 for this Lusk Tigers team. Kupke out, two receivers right, one wing left. Here's the pitch, but we're going to get a false start on Lusk. That'll be the first penalty on Lusk. It'll go 5 yards. And now 3rd and 16 for Lusk. Shoshoni up 7-0, 5:01 to play first quarter. So Kupke will bring out his team. He'll stand under center. One receiver left, wing right, in motion, number 12. He's going to pass the ball, but he'll come back in, and Shoshoni in pursuit. Peyton Trumpler with a near tackle, and then Dom Jarvis finishes it up after a gain right of 6 yards on the play. That gain of 6 by David West. So it'll be 4th and 10 now for Lusk, and dropping to punt for the Tigers is Dane Lamp. Lamp to kick it away. And deep, Peyton Trumpler, they'll let it go. It's going to bounce back toward Lusk and then be downed at the 29-yard line. That's where Shoshoni will take over, 1st and 10 at their own 29. 4:17 to play first quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KWYW-FM, and we're streaming on WOW Today at YouTube.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand.
Welcome back. Alex Mills will pitch right side to Trumpler, 1st and 10. He stops, then goes over to the 35, and he'll be wrestled down on the 37-yard line. That'll be about a gain of 7 on the play for Peyton Trumpler. So back-to-back interceptions. First Mills with the interception, and then Mills would intercept Jackson Smith, and then Nathan Miller would intercept Alex Mills at the 5:51 mark. Shoshoni's defense held on downs, and now they face 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line of Shoshoni. Mills in the short gun, one receiver right. Hand off to Peyton Trumpler. He's going to be wrestled, and he nearly lost the ball. He actually did lose it for a second. Ball went up in the air. He caught it and fell down at the 35-yard line. So loss of 1 for Peyton Trumpler on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Shoshoni. 7-0 ball game. Shoshoni by a touchdown. Here's a handoff and then a pitch back to Peyton Trumpler. That trick play did not work, and Trumpler is going to lose 4 yards on the play. And a nice tackle that time by Blake Miller, a 6'2", 195-pound senior for Lusk. It will be 4th and 8 for Shoshoni, and Alex Mills drops to punt. Back deep for Lusk will be Nathan Miller. Here's Mills, punt away. It's going to hit at the 35, get past Miller. He'll pick it up and cross the 25 and be wrestled down just outside the 30-yard line. 2:19 to play first quarter. Lusk football when we come back. It's 7-0 Shoshoni with the lead here in the first round of the 1A 9-man playoffs.
Time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
Welcome back. Jackson Smith under center for Lusk, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. He'll roll right side, complete the pass over the 40, the 45, and be wrestled out near the 50 on the nice screen play to David West, the 5'11", 145-pound junior for Lusk. And that ball all the way out to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 after the 16-yard play on 1st down. Lusk football. Moving the ball here a little bit on the Wranglers in the first quarter. 2:12 to play. 1st down and 10 for Lusk. There's Jackson Smith. Smith will drop to pass. He'll throw it over the middle, nearly picked off by Cannon Campbell. Had his hands on the football. That pass intended for Quentin Biera, 6'3", 180-pound sophomore for the Lusk Tigers. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line of Lusk. Good crowd here on out of Friday afternoon. Beautiful weather, not a breath of air in the sky. As over to the left, we've got the Owl Creek Mountains with snow across the top of those. Has been melting though. Here's Smith in the gun. Receiver in motion. Smith will drop to pass. He'll throw it over the middle, wide open. Nathan Miller on the play. It's going to be a Lusk 1st down as he's wrestled down right at the 35-yard line of Shoshoni. And a timeout taken by the Wranglers on the play. That'll be their first timeout with 1:58 to play, first quarter. Tony Trumpler not happy as the coach is out to talk to the Wranglers. We'll take a break. It's 7-0 Shoshoni here on the Fremont County Game of the Week.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Welcome back. 1st and 10 for Lusk at the 37 of Shoshoni. Here's Smith. He'll drop to pass again. The sophomore looking deep. He's being hounded. Now he's going to take off running. He's going to get a first down and more as he slides down at about the 25-yard line. They'll say the 26. So 1st down and 10 after the Shoshoni timeout. It's Jackson Smith, the sophomore quarterback, finding a hole in that Shoshoni defense, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wranglers. 1:43 to play. You'd think you'd have a clock operator here, right? 1:37 to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for Lusk. Smith will drop to pass. He'll throw it right side, incomplete. And the pass intended that time again for David West. They've run that play several times. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Lusk Tigers. Shoshoni leads it 7-0. We appreciate all the sponsors bringing you Shoshoni football, Wind River football, DuBois football, Wyoming Indian football throughout the year. And we're proud to be here on the Fremont County Game of the Week. Just so happens this is the first round playoff game. Looks like we got illegal motion on Lusk, and that'll back them up 5 yards. So 1st and 15. And nobody wants those penalties as they're deep inside the enemy territory. So 1st and 15 for Lusk. Smith under center. 2 wings and a running back in motion. Smith will come out toward to pass the ball, and knocking the ball down that time is the big man, Jackson Stanley. It was low enough that he jumped and it hit him right between the nines. Number 99 there. 2nd and 15. So that was good pass rush that time by the Shoshoni defense. 2nd and 15 at the 31. 1:22 to play in this first quarter. Here's Smith bringing Lusk to the line. We got a player running in off the sidelines really quick. And we're going to get a illegal substitution call, I believe, as running in off the bench was Colton Kaufman. And that'll back Lusk up another 5 yards as they only had 8 men on the field. 2nd and 20 now as Lusk moving backwards. 3 penalties for 15 yards on the Lusk Tigers. Second and 20. Here's Smith under center. 2 wings. 1 in motion. Smith coming out right side. He'll try to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be picked off. Cannon Campbell at the 40. He's going to go all the way. 60 yards for a Shoshoni touchdown. Campbell jumped in front of the pass after it was tipped by the sophomore Jackson Smith. Quarterback Cannon Campbell reeled it in, nearly fell forward, but righted himself and rumbled 60 yards for the touchdown on the interception. What a play by the Shoshoni Wranglers. That touchdown at the 107 mark. Lusk was moving the ball. Here's Dom Jarvis on for the PAT. Kick is up. Not good as it goes wide right on the play. So 13-0 Shoshoni with 107 to play first quarter on the interception. We'll be back. It's Shoshoni 14. $14-0, the Wranglers will be back.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy.
Welcome back, Shoshoni High School, home of the Shoshoni Wranglers. 13-0. I was trying to figure out what Sean was telling me here. I put the wrong score up. 13-0 Shoshoni. 107 to play first quarter after that 60-yard interception return. Dom Jarvis's PAT went wide right. And just what the doctor ordered for the Wranglers. So 13-0 as Dom Jarvis tees it up, paces it off, and we're about ready to go again. This is game 1 of 2 today in high school playoff action on the Wind River Radio Network. Here's the kick deep to Nathan Miller. He'll be out over the 30 and be taken down at the 34-yard line. And coming up and making that tackle for Shoshoni was Wiley Filio, a sophomore for Shoshoni. 1 minute, 1 second to play. First quarter, up and down the field we go. This Lusk team, number 6 in team rushing and number 12 in passing, number 6 offense overall. Here's the little quarterback, Ridge Kupke. He'll come out right side, complete the pass, and then Cannon Campbell will run the receiver, David West, out of bounds after a short gain. Actually, that receiver that time, that was Quentin Byrie, a 6'3", 180-pound sophomore. Second and 5 for Lusk. 42 seconds to play, first quarter. In this 1A 9-man quarterfinal game. Shoshoni wins. They'll be home next week, possibly against the Wind River Cougars. Here's Kupke. He'll hand off left side, and a big gain for the big man, Dane Lamp, 5'11", 175-pound senior. He'll be all the way out over midfield and down to the 44 of Shoshoni. Big run on that play. 20 seconds to play and counting here in the first quarter. That was a gain of 11 yards on that run by Lamp. First and 10 at Shoshoni's 44. Here's Kupke straight up the middle again to Lamp. And he'll be wrestled down at the 42-yard line. That's the final play of the first quarter. We've played one from Shoshoni in the 1A 9-man quarterfinal. It's Shoshoni 13, Lusk 0. We'll be back after a break. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KWYW, and we're streaming at WYO Today on YouTube.
3 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder, His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Welcome back to Shoshoni High School as the second quarter gets underway, and it's Lusk football. Ball going to be placed at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 8 for Lusk as we open this second 12-minute quarter. Kupke brings out his team, the sophomore, under center. And the pitch right to West. And West with the nice gain on the little wing around play. And he'll be wrestled down at the 41-yard line, where it will be 3rd and 6. 11:37 to play. Ball needs to be gained just past the 35-yard line, so technically 3rd and 7. Kupke under center. 2 wings, 1 receiver left. Kupke will hand off back left side, and it took a long time to set up this run, but a nice gain on the play for David West. He'll be run out of bounds inside the 40 at the 39. He had to come a long ways on that play. It's going to be 4th and about 5 yards for the Lusk Tigers at the 39 of Shoshoni. 10:50 to play, first half. First round game in the 1A 9-man playoffs. I'm Cody Beers, and we're glad to be here. Here's Kupke. He'll drop the pass, and we're going to get a false start. The 4th penalty of the game on Lusk. They've now got 4 penalties for 20 yards. So every time they get inside Shoshoni territory, they start committing turnovers, and now the Lusk Tigers going to punt it away. Back deep for Lusk is Dane Lamp. Lamp will get the kick off. It's a high punt in the direction of Peyton Trumpler. He's going to get tripped up, but he holds his balance. And now out over the 30, the 40, and nearly the 45. But we've got a flag down back behind the play. And I think we all saw it. A block in the back at about the 33-yard line. Not sure who they called it on. Alex Mills saying, I didn't do anything. But it was right in his neighborhood. And that'll back Shoshoni up on their first penalty of the game. 10-yard penalty, I believe, from the 33 back to the 23-yard line. So Shoshoni 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line after that block in the back call. Not sure who it was on, but we'll say it was on Alex Mills because he was right there saying I didn't do anything. So Mills comes out in the gun. Cannon Campbell off his left shoulder. Trumpler behind him. 1 receiver in motion. Here's a pitch left side to Trumpler. Peyton going to cut back inside, and he's going to be wrestled down at the 36-yard line where it'll be a Wrangler first down after the gain on the play of 13. 1st and 10 for Shoshoni at their own 35. So slow developing play, but a big hole to cut back through by the senior running back, Peyton Trumpler. 10:05 and counting here in the first half. Mills out in the gun. 2 receivers left for Shoshoni. Handoff right side But pulling it back is Mills, and then pitching it to Trumpler. He's going to get another first down on the play. And Trumpler out near the 47-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play. And we'll see what the flag is. It's going to be holding on Shoshoni. A spot foul at the 44-yard line. So that'll move Shoshoni back to the 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 11 for Shoshoni. So 2 penalties for 20 yards on the Wranglers. And a 1st and 11 with 9:41 to play, first half. Mills in the short gun, 3 backs in the backfield. Handoff, fake to Campbell, handoff to Trumpler. He'll take on a host of defenders and then be pulled down on the play after a short gain. We're going to say about a yard for Peyton Trumpler. 2nd and 9. Actually, it'll be a gain of 2. So 2nd and 9 at the 36 of Shoshoni. 9:07 and counting here in this 1A 9-man quarterfinal. Shoshoni leads it 13-0 over Lusk. Mills in the short gun, 3 receivers left. He'll drop to pass. It's going to be a center screen, and it works to perfection. Here's Trumpler over the 50, the 40, and he's in the open. He loses a shoe, and Peyton Trumpler's going to be tackled from behind inside the 10. But that shoe went airborne for at least 10 yards. That'll be a 55-yard run for Peyton Trumpler and a 10-yard run for his shoe. Trumpler going to have to come out, get that shoe back on, and he just didn't have any speed after that shoe got taken off. And Coach Tony Trumpler yelling at his son, get your shoe back on. So 1st and goal now for Shoshoni. 8:20 to play, first half after that big run. Here's Cannon Campbell. He'll be wrestled down at the 11-yard line. And it'll be, I guess they said it was 1st and goal at the 10, so that will move Cannon Campbell back to about the 11, where it's 2nd and goal. Still working to get the shoe back on Peyton Trumpler. And it looks like he's no worse for the wear, just taking a break. Here's Mills in the gun. Handoff right side Campbell. He'll be wrestled down on the play. Big tackle in the backfield that time by Miles Ashurst for Lusk. 3rd and goal at the 11-yard line on the gain of no yards. Like it's about back at the 12-yard line. So we're going to have 4 receivers left. 1 receiver right for Shoshoni. Mills looking right. Can't go anywhere now. He's under siege. He'll throw it deep in the end zone. Touchdown, Jackson Stanley. What a pass, 12 yards. He lofted that high. Stanley wide open in the left corner of the end zone for a Shoshoni touchdown. And that score comes at the 7-minute mark of the first half. 12-yard touchdown. Mills to Stanley. The 7-minute mark. And that was a thing of beauty there as 5 receivers were in the set. 19-0 ball game. Shoshoni will go for 2. Mills hands it left side. Trumpler wearing both shoes will run in. And did they give it to him? Well, they're going to say a penalty on the play. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so that'll be the 3rd penalty on Shoshoni. 3 for 25 yards. And now Shoshoni looking at about 8 yards for a 2-point conversion. 19-0 ball game, and we'll see what the play is for the Wranglers. Three receivers left. Mills in the gun. He'll scramble left side inside the 10. He'll scoop it forward, and it's converted on the play. And that 2-point conversion going to go to Cannon Campbell. We've got another flag on the play, and we'll see what the call is. They're over talking to the Lusk coach. The point after, not sure if it's good or not. We'll wait for the call from the referee. It's going to be illegal receiver downfield on Shoshoni. So that will move the Wranglers back again. Official on the far side of the field throwing a pink flag, and they will likely replay the down. Well, apparently it's loss of down. They don't get to attempt that a third time. So 19-0 Shoshoni. 7 minutes to play first half, and this will ask the officials when they're up here to halftime for an explanation on that call. Shoshoni now kicking from the north going south, and Lusk back deep for the kick. Nathan Miller on one side, and on the other David West. And they've touched the ball a lot in this first half. So here's Dom Jarvis. He's kicked it out of bounds the last time. This time he'll kick it straight down the middle to Nathan Miller. Miller around the right end, going to be ran out of bounds on the play, and making that tackle again, Wiley Filio, the sophomore. And again, that pink flag on the field. Getting a lot of flags from that side of the field. We'll get holding on Lusk, and that'll be a 10-yard spot penalty. So that'll be 5 penalties now on Lusk for 30 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lusk at their own 20. 6:51 to play first half in this 1A 9-man quarterfinal. We'll try to catch up on some of our stats at the half. We'll do a scoring summary, and then we'll come back. Under center, the quarterback, Jackson Smith. He'll take off running, and he'll be delivered a big hit on the play, and then helped up. That hit that time by Kellen Lennon. We'll say a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for Lusk. 6:26 to play first half. Winner of this game moves on. If Lusk would win, they would be on the road. If Shoshoni wins, they'll be back here most likely next Friday for another afternoon football game. Here's a handoff up the middle. Cannon Campbell on the tackle. The runner that time, Nathan Miller. And Miller out over the 25 and be wrestled down at the 29-yard line. So 3rd and about, well, we'll say a long one for Lusk. 5:45 and counting here in the first half. Jackson Smith under center. 3rd and short. The handoff will be a first down for Lusk. And that run by Colton Kaufman, senior running back, 5'9", 140 pounds, for the Lusk Tigers. First down for Lusk. Lusk has been able to move the ball inside their own territory, but once they cross midfield, Shoshoni has been putting the clamps on tight. 19-0 ball game here in the second quarter. If it works the way some people say it will, it'll be Wind River and Shoshoni next week. But still a lot of football to be played. Wind River playing at Southeast today. Here's another run for Kaufman and a tackle for Dom Jarvis. Jarvis takes Kaufman down at the 36-yard line, where it will be second and 6. Less moving the football, but unable to sustain a drive so far. Shoshoni has taken advantage of a Caden Campbell interception to build this lead. Here's West on the pitch. He'll be run out of bounds near the 40-yard line. And it'll be at the 39. So 3rd and 4 for Lusk at the 39-yard line. 4:15 and counting in the first half. Actually, the clock is stopped as he ran out of bounds. So 3rd and 4 for Lusk. Under center, Jackson Smith. Back outside to West. Smith rolls out. Pass is going to be complete, and it will be a Lusk first down right at the sticks. Quentin Vieira with that catch. So first down Lusk with 4:09 to play first half. Shoshoni up on Lusk 19-0. Decent ball game. Lusk team with 3 seniors on the roster. Here's David West in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 wing right. Looking right side, pass down the middle, nearly picked off, but it is caught on the play at the 42-yard line. That catch hauled in by Nathan Miller. First down Lusk. Lusk with the ball at Shoshoni's 42-yard line. That pass play good for 15 yards, and boy, it looked like Shoshoni was set up to intercept it, but the ball fell right into the hands of Nathan Miller. Beautiful looking play. Smith under center. 1st and 10 for Lusk. Smith back to pass, looking over the middle. Now he'll take off running and be taken down after a short gain. About a 1-yard gain that time for Jackson Smith. Second and 9 for the Lusk Tigers. 3:40 to go in the first half. This is where the Lusk drives have stalled. In fact, the last time things stalled in the first half, about here, it was a interception return 60 yards for Cannon Campbell. Pass over the middle, going to be incomplete. Intended that time for Nathan Miller. And Dom Jarvis on the coverage for the Wranglers. 3rd and 9 for Lusk. Good crowd out here on a Friday. Fun to see Shoshoni fans line up across the east side of this football field. All the way around the field on that east side. 3rd and 9. Smith in the gun. 2 wings, 1 receiver left. Here's Smith. He'll drop to pass the ball, and forcing the fumble, Jackson Stanley picking it up after a big loss is going to be Dane Lamp. But he will lose on the play about 16 yards. That'll send Lusk all the way back to their own 44. And it will be 4th and a long ways. 4th and 26, and Lamp on to punt it away. And a blocked punt that time. Stanley on the punt, so he forces the fumble, and then he'll block the kick. And Shoshoni will recover the football at the 45 of Lusk. First down, Wranglers. 2:37 to play, first half. Shoshoni leading this one 19-0 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. So 1st and 10 for Shoshoni at the Lusk 45. Mills calling off the play, taking off the plays on his wrist. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wranglers. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for Shoshoni. Trey Fike in motion. Mills will drop. He'll find Fike. And Fike over the 40, down near the 37-yard line where he's run out of bounds on the play by Dane Lamp of Lusk. Good gain on first down. Trying to get Fike back into this offense after he's been out for about 3 weeks. 2nd and 2 for Shoshoni. 2:30 to play, first half. Wranglers looking for a late first half drive as Lusk will get the second half kickoff. Here's Mills, 3 running backs, handoff left side. Peyton Trumpler, he'll weave his way through traffic. First down, and now all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big run from the 36 to the 25, gain of 12. Actually, it was a 37 to the 25. First down, Shoshoni with 2:20 to play, first half. First and 10 for the Wranglers. Again, a 4-receiver set. Cannon Campbell wide right, Jackson Stanley beside him, and Trey Fike in motion toward the right. Here's Mills. He'll throw it deep down the middle. Cannon Campbell for the touchdown. That's going to go as a 25-yard touchdown pass from Alex Mills to Cannon Campbell. What a pass. Mills to Campbell. And that gets us the cannon here at Shoshoni High School. So with 1:57 to play, Shoshoni now with a 25-0 lead. And it looks like they may go for 2. So 25-0. Here's a snap and a pitch toward Peyton Trumpler. He's in. It's good. Trumpler run, and now a 27-0 lead for Shoshoni with 1:57 to play first half. It's Shoshoni 27, Lusk 0. We'll be back after a break. This is Shoshoni Wranglers football on the Fremont County Game of the Week.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back. Shoshoni 27, Lusk 0 as Shoshoni gets ready to kick off the ball. Another Alex Mills touchdown pass, his second of the ball game. Here's a little pooch kick for Shoshoni on the left side, and it's going to be covered by the Wranglers. Tipped by a Lusk Tiger, and then covered up by the special teams hero in this game, Wiley Filio. He's made a couple special teams tackles, and now he recovers the little pooch kick, and it'll be Shoshoni football, 1st and 10 at the Lusk 36. So 1:57 to play. Shoshoni gets the ball back. That last scoring drive came on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Alex Mills to Cannon Campbell. Peyton Trumpler would score the 2-point conversion, and it's 27-0. Here's Mills in the gun. He'll be rushed, and then he'll run all the way back inside the 50. He'll let it go deep down the middle. Jackson Stanley catches it. Touchdown, Shoshoni. And we're going to get a flag on the field as it looked like Stanley may have pushed off on that play, and it'll come back. And we've got pink flags up here near the 42-yard line, and we've got a yellow flag thrown down inside the 10, and everybody walking back toward midfield. But that was impressive. Mills threw it up. Stanley, it looked like, may have pushed off, but he caught the ball and rumbled in for the apparent touchdown. And now the officials huddled together, talking things over at the 35 of Lusk. And we should be getting a call here. They're going to move it back from the 43-yard line. Looks like holding on Shoshoni. So 2 penalties. Offensive pass interference on Stanley, and then illegal use of the hands will move Shoshoni back to their own 47-yard line. And that'll be the 4th penalty on Shoshoni for 35 yards. It's a big penalty. Both of those are, as that cost the Wranglers a touchdown. 1st and a long ways. They've got to go to the 25-yard line. Here's Mills. He'll pass it right side to Trumpler. Peyton on the little swing pass down to the inside the 40-yard line, where he'll be taken down by a host of tacklers. First one in on that tackle, Gabe Matthews, a 5'10", 155-pound junior. That'll be a gain of 15. It'll be 2nd and 14 on the play. Here's Mills. He'll roll left. Pass it over across the middle. It's picked off by West, and he's got a wide open lane. David West going to rumble nearly all the way, but Alex Mills comes across, makes the tackle at the 10-yard line of Shoshoni with 1:06 to play. And that time West, beautiful interception. I wouldn't say he caught it on the 30. He's going to run 60 yards down to the 10-yard line of Shoshoni with 1:06 to play, first half. So West with the interception, 1:06. 1st and 10 for Lusk inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, and wrestled down on the play is Dane Lamp. And that tackle to Peyton Trumpler, gain of 3. It'll be down at the 7-yard line. Timeout Lusk with 54 seconds to play, first half. Tigers looking to cash in after that turnover. We'll be back. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KWYW.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Welcome back. Second and 7 for Lusk. Here's a pitch to West. He'll cut inside and score. David West will score on the 7-yard touchdown run, and Lusk on the board with 48.7 seconds to go. David West for Lusk scores on a 7-yard touchdown run. And it's 27-6. Lusk going to go for 2 points. Under center, Ridge Kupke. In motion is West. Handoff up the middle, fumble, and the conversion attempt will go for naught. So PAT is no good. And it's Shoshoni 27-6. We'll be back after a break. This is Shoshoni football on the Fremont County Game of the Week, and you may have heard somebody, my fan club over to my left here. We'll be back.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Want access?
Welcome back. Shoshoni 27, Lusk 6. Here with 48.7 seconds to go. That drive set up, 10-yard drive, set up on a David West interception of Alex Mills. Shoshoni would drive it 10 yards on a 7-yard touchdown run by David West with 48.7 seconds to play. And the PAT kick or run was no good. It's 27-6. Has now Lusk to kick it off. Kick on the way is going to be an onside kick, and coming up with that onside kick is going to be Wyatt Edis, a lineman for Shoshoni. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Shoshoni Wranglers. 47.3 seconds to play, and I don't think you can assume that Shoshoni is done offensively. They're not going to down it. I'm guessing we're going to see plays with 47 seconds to play. Here's 4 receivers in the set. Cannon Campbell, Jackson Stanley on the right. Here's Trey Fike in motion, and a center screen to Peyton Trumpler. He'll fumble the ball, and I believe Lusk is going to come up with that. It's Lusk football. Another turnover for Shoshoni at the 46 of Lusk with 32.9 seconds to play. And it'll be Lusk football. So first and 10 for Lusk on the 46 of Lusk. Jackson Smith out in the gun. One receiver left. Smith drops. He'll throw it over the middle. Incomplete. That pass was tipped, intended for Colton Kaufman on the play. 2nd and 10 with 28.4 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 10 at the 46. Smith under center, one receiver left. West in motion to the right. Over the middle, picked off. Dom Jarvis with the interception. He'll be wrestled down at the 43 of Lusk. And it'll be Shoshoni football with 20.5 seconds to play. So Jarvis with the interception with 20.5 seconds to play. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Shoshoni at the 43 of Lusk. Two receivers right. Jackson Stanley lined up at tight end. Actually, three receivers right. Mills will drop to pass. He'll come up through the pocket. Now he'll take off inside the 30. And he'll be tackled right at the 30-yard line, the 29. Timeout Shoshoni on the play with 7.9 seconds to play, and that was a big hit on Alex Mills. Timeout Shoshoni. 7.9 seconds to play, first half. We'll take a break. This is Shoshoni football on the Fremont County Game of the Week.
Sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
What? Welcome back, 27-6 with 7.9 seconds to play, first half. Shoshoni, well, they're not done. They've got four receivers in the set. Jackson Stanley left. Peyton Trumpler, Dom Jarvis, Trey Fike right. Here's the snap to Mills. He'll throw it long over the middle. It's going to be picked off. Third interception of the first half on Alex Mills. And going up the sideline where Cannon Campbell will knock him out of bounds. That'll be Nathan Miller with the interception. And that's going to be the final play of the first half. But we do have a flag on the play. Possibly. We do have a flag. So they'll get together and talk over the flag dropped right here in front of us. There's no time on the clock. Alex Mills with 3 first half interceptions. Getting the interception that time, Colton Kaufman. Penalty's going to go on Lusk, and it'll be declined, and that'll do it for the first half. Shoshoni 27, Lusk 6. We'll be back with the halftime show brought to you by WYO Today Media after a break. This is Shoshoni football on the Friday Fremont County Game of the Week.
One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Welcome back. Halftime score: Shoshoni 27, Lusk 6 here on the Wind River Radio Network. This game a little crazy because there has been 7 turnovers in the contest. We'll do the scoring roundup here first. Shoshoni would get on the board first on a 4-yard touchdown run by Peyton Trumpler at the 6:57 mark of the first quarter. Dom Jarvis would add the PAT. It was 7-0 Shoshoni. Alex Mills would then intercept Jackson Smith at the 6:04 mark. And then Nathan Miller of Lusk would come right back and intercept Alex Mills at the 5:51 mark. To make, well, if you want to pile it as threes, it was Cannon Campbell then at the 1:07 mark of the first quarter, intercepting Jackson Smith and rumbling 60 yards for a touchdown off the interception. Jarvis's PAT was wide right, and it was 13-0 Shoshoni after a quarter. Then Shoshoni would score back-to-back, first on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Mills to Stanley. Jackson Stanley with 7 minutes to play. The PAT run was no good. It was 19-0 Shoshoni. Then Mills would hook up with Cannon Campbell on a 25-yard scoring pass at the 1:57 mark, and it was 25-0. Peyton Trumpler would score on the PAT run, and it was 27-0 Shoshoni. Mills would be intercepted, this time by David West of Lusk at the 1:06 mark of the first half. He would return it to the Shoshoni 10-yard line, and then with 48.7 seconds to play, David West would score on a 7-yard touchdown run. The PAT two-point conversion was not good, and it was 27-6. Peyton Trumpler would fumble away the ball with 32.9 seconds to play in the first half. Dom Jarvis would intercept Kupke with 20.5 seconds to play, and then with no time on the clock, Nathan Miller would get his second interception of the first half. The freshman would return the ball to the 45-yard line of Lusk with no time left. There was a penalty on the play, but it was declined by Shoshoni. Halftime score, Shoshoni 27 and Lusk 6. For Shoshoni, 4 first-half penalties for 35 yards. For Lusk, 5 penalties for 30 yards. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get some scores from around the state as we get into playoff atmosphere here on a Friday on the final weekend of October 2022. We'll be back.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back. Halftime score 27-6 in this ball game. We're going to get some high school scores here at the half. In Class 1A 6-man playoff action, the number 1 seed out of the South, Little Snake River 58. The number 4 team out of the North, Hewlett 6. It's 58-6 at halftime. Number 2 team out of the North, KC, will take on the 3rd team out of the South, Encampment, at 2 o'clock. We do not have a score in that game. This game here, it's Shoshoni 27, Lusk 6 as we wind down the half. Southeast and Wind River will play tonight at 5 o'clock. It'll be Rocky Mountain and Lingle Fort Laramie at 6 o'clock, and Pine Bluffs and Big Piney at 6 o'clock. We'll look down through here. We do have playoff action on the Wind River Radio Network today at 5 o'clock. As Star Valley hosts Lander, and Ernie Over and Kevin Shields will have the call over on our sister station at 93.1 FM, the home of the Lander Tigers. Full slate of games underway. DuBois will play its first playoff game tomorrow at 1 o'clock in DuBois, as they will host Meeteetse, a team they beat by nearly 60 earlier in the season, and number 1 Burlington will take on Farson Eden at 2 o'clock. So DuBois with a legitimate shot at hosting another playoff game next week. If they do, we'll probably be there. I have to leave town tomorrow on a work assignment, or else I would be there tomorrow at 1 o'clock. 5:23 to play in this halftime intermission. We'll be back to start the second half of play. It's Shoshoni 27 and Lusk 6 on the Wind River Radio Network.
Our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back. This is the WYO Today Media halftime show, and to get to this point in the season, the Shoshoni Wranglers, they are 7-1. They would open the season with a 34-26 loss right here in Shoshoni against Pine Bluffs to open the season, but they would rebound in a big way and reel off 7 wins in a row to get to this point. It was a 53-0 win over Grable, a 54-21 win over the Cheyenne East JV, a 28-20 win over a very good Rocky Mountain team that hosts a playoff game today. Riverside, the Wranglers would win 47-6 against Big Piney over in Sublette County. Shoshoni would come from behind and win 28-24. We were there for that one last week, or 2 weeks ago. It was Shoshoni beating Wind River 25-14, and then Shoshoni would wrap up things with a win over the Casper Natrona sophomores on October 20th by a 56-17 score. Individually for these Shoshoni Wranglers on the season, Peyton Trumpler, the leading rusher, he has rushed for 1,454 yards, and it's probably easy to say he's well over 1,500 yards at this point in the game. But coming into the game, Peyton averaging a state high 182 yards rushing per game, 176 carries for 1,454 yards and 21 touchdowns. Cannon Campbell, the second leading rusher on this team, 65 carries for 484 yards, a 7.5 yard average. He scored 6 touchdowns. And Alex Mills, the third leading rusher, 35 carries for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. Passing-wise, Alex Mills, he's gotten most of the, all but one, as a matter of fact, of the passing attempts on the season. He is 56 of 106 for 1,015 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. This Mills today, however, has thrown 3 interceptions in the ballgame. Receiving-wise, the leading receiver, Trey Fike, 26 catches, 391 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's been battling an ankle injury, and I believe he's back. He's probably 80-90% today. He's got 1 catch in the ballgame. The referees trying to get things underway. And I believe Shoshoni, well, they're going to say Shoshoni's going to receive the second half kickoff. So I had that wrong. Leading defender for Shoshoni, Dominic Jarvis, with a season of 147 defensive points. That comes on 75 total tackles. Trumpler with 129 defensive points and 71 total tackles. Alex Mills with 31 tackles. Cannon Campbell with 41 tackles. Quentin Clark with 36 tackles. Jackson Stanley with 29.5 tackles. And Kellen Lennon with 26.5 tackles. Also Tucker Maddock with 26 tackles for the Shoshoni Wranglers. We're getting ready to kick off the second half, and it will be kicking off for Lusk, Jackson Smith. And back deep is Peyton Trumpler for the Shoshoni Wranglers. Second half is underway as they try to kick the ball away from Trumpler. He's going to pick it up at the 20 and run out to the 25 near the 30-yard line, where a host of tacklers will final wrestle Trumpler to the ground. He'll be get 10 yards on that return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Shoshoni at their own 30-yard line. 11:43 to play third quarter. Second half just underway. That first half complicated by 4 turnovers by Shoshoni and 3 by Lusk. Here's Mills in the short gun. 1 receiver right side for Shoshoni. He'll hand off straight up the middle. Peyton Trumpler, big hole, and he will run over on the play one of the young quarterbacks for Lusk, Jackson Smith, who will make that tackle. That's kind of a situation where you're going to get run over and you're going to make the tackle at the same time. Gain of, we'll say 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. So 2nd and 4 for Shoshoni at the 36-yard line. Here's Mills right side to Campbell. He's up over the 40-yard line. First down, Shoshoni on the gain of 6 yards on the play. First down, Shoshoni. 11:07 to play third quarter. 1A 9-man quarterfinal game here at Shoshoni High School. We'll be back on the air next week for the semifinals, possibly a DuBois playoff game, maybe a Lander playoff game next week. Here's Mills in the gun. He'll hand it straight off to Peyton Trumpler. Trumpler going to be wrestled down on the 45-yard line after the gain of, we'll say 4 on the play. It'll be second. Oh, they're going to give him the 46, so gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. 10:34 to play third quarter. Shoshoni leads this one 27-6. We're on 99.1 FM, KWYW. Here's a pitch right side to Peyton Trumpler. He'll run into people and then be wrestled down. We're going to get a flag coming in from the referee on the play on the backside, and usually that translates to holding. We will get holding on Shoshoni. So Shoshoni now with 5 penalties for 45 yards. 5 for 45 for Shoshoni. in the ball game. Lusk with 5 penalties for 30 yards. So 2nd and 16 for Shoshoni. That holding call, a spot foul. Here's Alex Mills. He'll fake the handoff and gain the original line of scrimmage. About a yard short of that, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Wranglers. 9:56 to play, 3rd quarter. It was just a crazy turnover fest at the end of that first half. 7 total turnovers in this game. 9:42 to play. Mills will hand it off on the crossing play to Trumpler. He'll easily gain, looks like right at 14 yards for a Shoshoni first down. That time, Trumpler with a head of steam. And now the ball inside Lusk territory at the 47. 9:32 to play, 3rd quarter. Shoshoni received the ball to start this second half, and they've been on the run so far. Here's Mills giving it to Trumpler. Trumpler going to be wrestled all the way down by Dane Lamp on the play. And for Peyton Trumpler, it'll be a gain of 5 on the play. Ball at the 42, they're going to say 2nd and 5. One receiver left, Trey Fike. Alex Mills in the gun. 2nd and 5, handoff straight up the middle. Peyton Trumpler, he'll have another first down as he's wrestled down right at the 35-yard line. Gain of 8 for Trumpler. Nothing fancy. They've been running straight up the middle on this drive. First down and 10 at the Lusk 35. Already 3.5 minutes off the clock in this 3rd quarter. Mills out in the gun, 2 receivers right, handoff left side. Cannon Campbell, he's in the open. Cannon over the 20, over the 10, and he'll be wrestled down at the 5. It'll be a personal foul, and then throwing the helmet of Cannon Campbell is David West, and flags from all over the field as West threw the helmet out of bounds in the end zone. One referee or one side judge had thrown his flag, and then he threw his hat. So we're going to have multiple penalties on Lusk on the play. We're going to get a personal foul face mask and then an unsportsmanlike call. And we'll see if it leads to an ejection. Officials looking things over. Face mask, personal foul. And then we'll get a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. And we'll see what the end result of this is. Campbell had broken out on the 35-yard line. He went inside the 10 and then was wrestled out of bounds by David West, who had a hold of his face mask. And then a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on West, and the ball will be moved inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. So big gain for Cannon Campbell from the 35 to the 8 as the official picks up his hat, puts away his flag. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 2. So that ends up only being a 5-yard penalty because the ball was inside the 10 at the 7 when they called those 2 penalties. It went half the distance and then it went half the distance. So 1st and 2 for a Shoshoni touchdown Officials, well, they're back in their uniforms after throwing everything they could at that call. 8:19 to play, third quarter. Wranglers up 27-6. First down and goal for Shoshoni. Full house backfield. Trey Fike out on the right. And we're going to get a whistle. Don't see a flag on the field. I didn't see a flag on the ground. We'll see what the call is from the side judge on the other side. And they're going to say first down. I don't know what that whistle was about. So first down from the 2-yard line. They're going to play the down over again. Mills in the shotgun. Trey Fike right. Three running backs. Handoff. Peyton Trumpler. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Shoshoni. So Trumpler with his second touchdown of the game. This one on a 2-yard run. And now Shoshoni leads 33-6. The Shoshoni scoring drive, thanks to the PA announcer here. 9 plays, 70-some yards. Here's Dom Jarvis with the PAT kick. It's not good. And then the Lusk defender, Dane Lamp, will run over Dom Jarvis, and we'll get a flag thrown on the field. Jarvis holding his right shoulder after going down on that roughing call. And it'll be Shoshoni football going for 2 again. We had a personal foul roughing the kicker on Dane Lamp of Lusk. 8:15 to play. Shoshoni will have a chance to go for 2 points as that ball now moved inside the 1. About a yard and a half out. I believe they put it down for a regular extra point at the 3. It'll be Alex Mills under center. He'll hand to Peyton Trumpler, and the 2-point conversion not good on the nice tackle by Colton Kaufman of Lusk. 8:15 to play, third quarter on the initial drive of the first half by Shoshoni. It's the Wranglers 33, the Tigers of Lusk 6. We'll be back. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KWYW, and we're streaming at WYO Today on YouTube.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal and Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back. Shoshoni 33, Lusk 6. It'll be Dom Jarvis to kick it off for the Wranglers with 8:15 to play, third quarter. Jarvis approaches the football, kicks it deep and into the end zone. Nice kick for Dom Jarvis. It'll be a touchback. First down and 10 for Lusk. It'll be first and 10 at the 20-yard line. Guys out here did a remarkable job painting, but it's very difficult to see the down markers in this outline format. It looks good. They had a little bit of problem down here with the 30-yard line, it looks like, but very difficult to see up here. First down and 10 for Lusk. Out in the shotgun, the quarterback for Lusk is Ridge Kupke. Kupke rolls right, goes back left, and he'll be taken down by one arm of Jackson Stanley. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Lusk starting to feel the effects of being pushed around and blocked all over the place by Shoshoni's senior-laden bunch. Lusk with 3 seniors on this team. Wranglers lead at 33-6. 7:44 to play. Third quarter. Here's Kupke, all 5'7" of him under center. And we're going to get a false start on Lusk. That penalty is going to go on Cody Himes, a 6'2", 185-pound freshman for the Lusk Tigers. That'll back him up. That's now going to be the 8th penalty for 40 yards on the Lusk Tigers. 7:27 and counting in this 1A 9-man quarterfinal. Kupke brings him up under center. One receiver left, one receiver right. In motion, Nathan Miller. Handoff back the other side to West. And he'll bust it outside but be taken down by Dom Jarvis on the play. Alex Mills, Peyton Trumpler, and Quentin Clark also in on that tackle for the Wranglers. 3rd and 14 for Lusk. 6:50 to play in this third quarter. Shoshoni looking a little more motivated on defense, even though they've only given up 6 points in this ball game. 3rd and 14 at the 16 of Lusk. Kupke under center. 2 receivers left side for the Tigers. Kupke was going to pitch the ball and nowhere to go with it. And he's taken down by Dom Jarvis and Peyton Trumpler on the play. It'll be 4th down and 15 now for Lusk. And I believe we may see a punt upcoming. Back deep to punt the ball is Dane Lamp of Lusk. 5:56 and counting. Lamp will nearly lose the ball. He's going to take off running and be tackled about 7 yards short of a first down. He'll be wrestled down by Cannon Campbell at the 23-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Wranglers. Trey Fike also in on that pursuit. So 5:50 to go, and that was a botched snap as Lamp caught it with his left hand and then just took off running. I believe there was probably enough time to get off that punt, but he looked like he was going to come up close for a first down, but he finished 7 yards short. So Shoshoni football, 1st and 10 at the 23 of Lusk. Here's Mills. He'll drop to pass. Passes it over the middle. Wide open, Trey Fike. Touchdown, Shoshoni. 23-yard touchdown pass. Mills to Fike. At the 5:44 mark, sets off the cannon for Shoshoni, and Shoshoni makes quick work of that botched snap by Lusk. And it's 39-6 after that 23-yard scoring pass. Shoshoni on for the point after. It's Dom Jarvis. His kick up, and it's good. So Jarvis' kick makes it Shoshoni 40-6 over the Lusk Tigers. We'll correct the score and we'll go to a break. This is Shoshoni football on KWYW. We're streaming on WYO Today at YouTube, and this is the home of Shoshoni Wrangler football on KWYW 99.1 FM.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back. Dom Jarvis's kick goes deep. It's dropped but picked up at the 5-yard line. Kaufman out over the 10, and he'll be wrestled down at about the 14-yard line. Lusk will have a first down there. 1st and 10. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it right at the 15-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Lusk. That Shoshoni drive, one play. Alex Mills to Trey Fike. 23-yard scoring pass at the 5:47 mark. What's that? Oh, yeah, you bet. So 1st and 10 for Lusk. That Mills touchdown pass, his 3rd of the day, along with 3 interceptions. Here's a handoff to Dane Lamp straight up the middle, and the big man rumbles out over the 20, where he'll be stopped at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 2 for Lusk. 5:17 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Things chilling off a bit for us. We're under the shade here on the west side of the Shoshoni Wranglers home football field. 2nd and 2 for Lusk. Smith will hand it off left side to Lamp, and he'll gain 3 yards on the play and a Lusk first down. So 1st down and 10 for Lusk at the 26-yard line. Inside 5 minutes and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Winner moves on. Lusk would be on the road next week unless they would play the 4 seed from the other side, which is Big Piney. Takes on Pine Bluffs tonight at 6 o'clock. Shoshoni, if they can win this, will host the state semifinal for the 2nd year in a row. Here's Smith around the corner. He'll pitch it back, and it'll be fumbled on the play. We'll see who recovers. It's going to be Shoshoni football at the 4:27 mark. On the pitch play, we had a fumble, and now we've got a hurt Lusk Tiger on the field. It'll be Shoshoni football with 4:27 to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break as we've got a injured Lusk player on the field. This is Shoshoni football on the Fremont County Game of the Week.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Welcome back. Shoshoni leads this one 40-6, 4:27 to play third quarter. That fumble recovered by Shoshoni, and then going off the field with help was the freshman running back Nathan Miller, already with 2 interceptions in this game. He's being looked at over on the sidelines by staff. Here's Mills. He'll hand off left side. Cannon Campbell. Cannon breaking tackles inside the 25, and he'll be wrestled down on about the 22-yard line. That'll be a first down on the play of 11 yards by Cannon Campbell. So 1st and 10 at the 13 for Shoshoni. Already Shoshoni looking to score its 3rd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. Trumpler would score on a 2-yard run after a 9-play, 70-yard drive. And then Alex Mills would hit Trey Fike on a 23-yard scoring pass on a 1-play drive. Here's Mills, pitch right side to Trumpler, wide open, spaces in front of him. He's going to get a first down and a touchdown. Peyton Trumpler scores on a 13-yard run, his 2nd touchdown of the 3rd quarter. And the Shoshoni Wranglers have blown open this game on a 13-yard touchdown run by Peyton Trumpler at the 3:44 mark. So that will give Shoshoni a 46-6 lead. Tom Jarvis on for the kick. Placement down, kick on the way is good. 47-6, the Shoshoni Wranglers with the big lead. We'll be back with more from Shoshoni in this first round 1A 9-man quarterfinal. This is Shoshoni football on the Fremont County Game of the Week.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, Coupe Bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Welcome back. Shoshoni with a 47-6 lead. The Cody officials down here today working this. The referee is Mike Showalter. Umpire is Sam Wild. Head linesman is Lincoln Reese. Tom Strobel, the linesman. And back judge is Miles McNair from the Cody Officials Association. The kickoff by Dom Jarvis, a short kick. And it'll be first down and 10 for Lusk at their own 30-yard line. 3:43 to play. That drive, 3 plays, resulted in a Peyton Trumpler 13-yard run. The Jarvis kick, and Shoshoni now leads 47-6. It was 27-6 at halftime, so 3 quick scores in this 3rd quarter. Great defense by Shoshoni, and whatever was said at halftime motivated the Wranglers. First down and 10 for Lusk. Here's Ridge Kupke in the gun. He will hand off straight up the middle, and that runner will go nowhere. Hit by Tucker Maddock. Also, Dom Jarvis and Stanley on the play. Loss of 3 for Lusk. It'll be 2nd and 13 now at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 13 for Lusk. And back in the game, the other young quarterback, Jackson Smith. 3:06 and counting here in the third quarter. We'll have our Click It or Ticket post-game show coming up next. We'll go over scores from around the state. I don't know if we'll have a score in yet from Star Valley, as Lander and Star Valley competing at 93-1. Here's a botched snap by the center, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty, the 9th penalty of this game on Lusk for 45 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 18 at the 22-yard line of Lusk. Timeout for Lusk, 2:47 to play third quarter. We'll go with it. Shoshoni by 41 here on the Fremont County Game of the Week.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back. Shoshoni 47, Lusk 6. Of course, the running clock does not take effect until the team leading the game is in front by 45 points. 2:47 to play. Lusk football. And out in the gun is Ridge Kupke. One receiver left. One receiver in motion. Kupke rolling right. He'll find Caden West. And West out over the 25-yard line, where he will be wrestled down after a gain of 3 yards. 3rd and 14 for Lusk. 2:26 and counting here in the third. Of course, Wind River playing on the road today at Southeast. And this west side's been tough all year. And it should be Wind River in this game. Here's a pass left side complete to another young Lusk Tiger, Colton Kaufman. Kaufman's going to gain 4 yards out to the 30-yard line, where it will be 4th and 10 for Lusk. And now back to punt the ball away is Dane Lamp. Lamp made a decision to run the last time he received a snap. Lamp will get it. He'll kick it away, and it will head to where there's no Shoshoni receivers. The ball will roll inside the 35 and be downed at the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Shoshoni. That ball marked down by Isaac Assman of Lusk, a 5'9", 120-pound freshman. If you'd heard one thing all day, it's been the youth of this Lusk team making the playoffs here in 1A 9-man, but running up against a juggernaut of seniors looking for their 2nd straight state championship, the Shoshoni Wranglers. We'll be with them the whole way, and likely back here next Friday for the state semifinals. It'll either be Southeast or Wind River next week. Here's Peyton Trumpler. He'll get the handoff outside, and he's off to the races. Over midfield, inside the 40. He'll cut outside and leave Dane Lamp on his chest. Now, as he goes in, touchdown, Shoshoni. And that drive going to be one play, 70 yards for a score. Trumpler on the touchdown run. Trumpler got in the middle of the Lusk defense and then made a move that left Dane Lamp on his face. And Trumpler would run to the other side of the field and score. So Dom Jarvis on for the PAT with 1:09 to play third quarter. And now the lead 53-6. Here's Jarvis's kick. It's going to be low, but through the, no, they're going to say not good. So PAT no good, and the score is 53-6. Shoshoni will be in a running clock when we come back as we wind our way down toward the end of this third quarter. Shoshoni 53, Lusk 6. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KWYW-FM 99.1.
Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back. Dom Jarvis with the kick. It'll be fielded by Kaufman. He'll make a move and then be smothered by Shoshoni Wranglers. And again, in on that tackle, the special teams ace Wiley Filio, a sophomore for the Wranglers. So first and 10 for Lusk in the running clock, with 44 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Shoshoni, it's been all Wranglers in this third quarter. 4 touchdowns for the Wranglers. Peyton Trumpler from 2 yards. Alex Mills would hit Trey Fike on a 23-yard scoring pass. Trumpler would score on a 13-yard run. Then Trumpler would score on a 70-yard run. Here's the handoff to Dane Lamp. He'll be taken down by Dom Jarvis and Quentin Clark. 15 seconds and counting here in the third, and that could very well be the final play of this third quarter. It will be the final play of the third quarter. We've played 3 quarters. Shoshoni 53, Lusk 6. We'll be back. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on 99.1 KWYW. We're back.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back as we open the fourth quarter of play. It'll be Lusk switching ends of the field, Shoshoni switching ends, and first down and 10, or second and 10 at the 21 for Lusk. Straight ahead running is Dane Lamp, and he'll be taken down by Dom Jarvis and Peyton Trumpler. So third down, it looks like, in about 1 for Lusk. That was a very generous spot. 11:35 and counting here in this ball game. Tomorrow, the DuBois Rams will host Matitzi in a 1A 6-man quarterfinal. Today at 5 o'clock, it's Lander at Star Valley. That game will be on 93.1 FM. Here's Smith under center. Kaufman in motion. Straight off up the middle. Nifty run there by the big man, Dane Lamp. It'll be a first down for Lusk. All the way out to the 35-yard line. So first and 10 for the Lusk Tigers. Came into this game 4-4 overall and 4-3 in conference play. Very young team, only with 3 seniors. So first and 10 at the 35. Here's Jackson Smith. He'll hand off straight up the middle. And a run of about 12 yards on first down. Good run for Dane Lamp. 5'11", 175-pound player he's a senior, one of 3 seniors on this team. So first and 10 now at the 46 of Lusk for the Tigers. 10:09 to play in a running clock. Here's Smith under center. Why not keep handing it off to Dane Lamp? In motion, Kaufman. Here's Smith. He'll work his way around, then be smothered on the play by Dom Jarvis, Shoshoni's leading tackler in his senior season. 9:40 to play. Gain of 2 yards on that play by the quarterback, Jackson Smith. 2nd and 8. There's Smith under center. Handoff straight up the middle. Dane Lamp again. And he's going to drag Cannon Campbell inside Shoshoni territory. Well, he'll be taken down at the 39-yard line. 16-yard run, first down and 10 for Lusk. 9 minutes to play and running. So first down for the Lusk Tigers. Not giving up. Just running the football straight at the Wranglers. In motion, Kaufman, and we're going to get a penalty on a false start for Lusk. That'll now be the 10th penalty of the game on the Lusk Tigers for 50 yards. First down and 15 now at the 44-yard line of Shoshoni. 8-10 and counting in this ball game. Good crowd out here on a Friday afternoon. Some tailgate parties going on the other side. Big crowd around a motorhome over there. There's Jackson Smith. He'll go around the right end, and he'll gain a few yards, and we'll get a flag coming in late on that play as Smith went down. We'll see what the call is. Smith wrestled down at about the 39-yard line. Lots of penalties in this game. It'll be a personal foul on Shoshoni. Late hit. That'll be a 15-yarder. So that's Shoshoni's 6th penalty. And now 6 penalties on Shoshoni for 60 yards in this game. That's 16 times the officials have thrown the hankies in this ball game. 7:51 to play in the running clock. Here's Smith. He looks to throw it over the middle. It'll be incomplete. Closest receiver to that play, Quentin Bieri of Lusk. Good pressure there by the Shoshoni defense. 7:30 to play in the running clock. It will be 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Shoshoni looking for their 8th straight win and their 2nd straight trip to the, actually 3rd straight trip to the 2A or 1A 9-man semifinals. Here's the handoff up the middle to Dane Lamp, again carrying tacklers inside the 20-yard line. It will be 3rd and 5 for Lamp. 6:46 to play and counting. So 3rd and 5 at the 19 of Shoshoni. Wranglers lead this one 53-6. 6:30 and counting to play. Here's Smith under center. He'll hand off to Lamp. And Lamp going to be close to a 1st down. And it will be a 1st down. Gain of 5 on the play for Dane Lamp. 1st down and 10 at the 14-yard line. So Lusk still moving the football. Shoshoni Wranglers yelling out encouragement to the Shoshoni defense. First and 10 at the 14. In the gun is going to be Jackson Smith. Smith back to pass. He's going to be, hit hard that time, and leading that rush, Theo Litz, the senior defensive lineman for Shoshoni, and Smith just had to throw that ball away that time as he was under duress, and seeing the 5 and the 0 of Theo Litz coming in his face. 3rd and 10 for Lusk. This play will be run as we get inside 5 minutes to play. Shoshoni with a 53-6 lead here on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. Under center. Back to pass is Smith. He'll be tackled and sacked on the play. And the sack goes to Tucker Maddock, senior defensive end for Shoshoni. .4:30 to play. 3rd and 14 after that 4-yard loss on the sack by Tucker Maddock. Shoshoni will be home for the state semifinal. It'll either be on Friday or Saturday. Not sure when, but we'll be here for it. Under center, Jackson Smith. He'll hand off straight ahead to Dane Lamp. Lamp with a short gain. Looks like 5 yards on the play. It'll be 4th now and 9 for Lusk. 3:46 and counting. Of course, playoff action in Fremont County this weekend. 5 o'clock today on 93.1. It'll be Lander visiting Star Valley. Tough matchup for Lander in week 1 of the 3A playoffs. And then tomorrow, DuBois will host Matitsi in the 1A 6-man playoffs. That kickoff set for 1 p.m. Here's a pass over the middle, complete, and a Lusk touchdown. That's going to go from Jackson Smith to Colton Kaufman on the 14-yard scoring pass. 3:08 to play. So it will go Jackson Smith to Colton Kaufman. Kaufman, the senior, playing his final high school football game. 53-12, the lead now as Lusk coming out. They're going for two. I believe it'll be a handoff to Dane Lamp, and it is. We'll see if Lamp can get across. Nope, he cannot. Shoshoni's defense comes up strong. With 3:08 to play, it is Shoshoni 53, Lusk 12. We'll be back. This is Shoshoni football in the Fremont County Game of the Week.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Welcome back. The kickoff going to go down from Jackson Smith, who will kick it off, and it will be covered and downed on the play by Wiley Filio of Shoshoni. First down and 10 for the Wranglers as we're inside 3 minutes and counting in this ball game. Some of the Wranglers starters have left the game. Jackson Stanley, Peyton Trumpler, Cannon Campbell are out of the game. And we're seeing a smaller version of the Wranglers out here, first and 10. Quarterback for the Wranglers, number 25, Morgan Neal. Neal will hand off to another JV running back, Filio, with the short gain of a yard for Shoshoni. Second and 9 for the Wranglers. Counting down toward 2 minutes to play. Playing it out here at 4:22 p.m. About 2.5 hours it's going to take to play this quarterfinal game. Here's Morgan Neal in the short gun for Shoshoni. 2 receivers left. And the handoff, pitch left side to Filio. Filio trying to find a gap in the defense, and he'll be wrestled down for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and 8 on the play after that gain of 1. 1:30 to play. Shoshoni comfortably going to pull away and win this game. It's 53-12 as we make our way down toward a minute to play in this 1A 9-man quarterfinal from Shoshoni High School. So to the line, Morgan Neal in the shotgun. They are letting the clock run down. 2 receivers right. Pitch right side to Filio. Filio wearing the pink jersey will get the corner, and he'll be out over the 50-yard line, but they're going to say he's down at the 38-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Shoshoni youth here. So good run for Filio. We're inside 40 seconds to play. It'll be first and 10 for the Wranglers at their own 38-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play. Final play of this one as Neal comes out in the short gun. 2 receivers right, 2 running backs on each side of Neal. Handoff left side, and a gain on the play of about 7 yards. Landon Casper, the sophomore running back, with that carry. And that'll do it. From Shoshoni, final score. Shoshoni Wranglers 1 step closer to a trip to Laramie in 2 weeks. It's Shoshoni 53, the Lusk Tigers 12. We'll be back. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week. Click It or Ticket postgame show up next on KWYW. I'm Cody Beers. We'll be right back after the cannon blows here at Shoshoni High School, signifying an 8-1 start in this Shoshoni campaign toward a 2nd straight state championship. We'll be back.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back. This is the Click It or Ticket postgame show, and today the Shoshoni Wranglers move on to the State 1A 9-man semifinals with a 53-12 win over the Lusk Tigers. It was a strong third quarter performance by the Shoshoni rushing game, which led to this victory. 3 touchdowns in the third quarter for Peyton Trumpler, 1 from 2, 1 from 13, and 1 from 70 yards to give Shoshoni that 53-6 lead after 3 quarters. Outstanding second half performance, which matched up against a first half performance when Alex Mills threw 3 interceptions. Peyton Trumpler lost a fumble. There was 7 turnovers in that first half, 4 by Shoshoni, 3 by Lusk, but still Shoshoni went into the locker room with a 27-6 lead at halftime. We're going to get some scores from across the state on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. First for the 1A 6-man quarterfinal. It was a final as number 1 Little Snake River 65 and Hewlett 6. Third quarter score, Encampment 45, KC 0. That's a number 3 seeded Encampment out of the south and a number 2 seed out of the north in KC in that one. Big lead for Encampment in the third quarter. Third quarter score, actually final score, Shoshoni over Lusk, or Sorry about that. Other games today in the 9-man playoffs at 5 o'clock today, just about to get underway, is Southeast and number 5 Wind River. That's a 5 p.m. Game. The winner of that will come up here and play Shoshoni either Friday or Saturday of this next week. Rocky Mountain takes on Lingo Fort Laramie in Cali tonight at 6 p.m. and Pine Bluffs hosts Big Piney tonight at 6 p.m. Down in extreme southeast Wyoming. Class 2A ball tonight, number 1 Lovell meets Newcastle at 7 o'clock. A first quarter score, no score between Tongue River and Cokeville. Final score, number 3 Lyman 23, Burns 20 in a good ball game down in southwest, or down in southeast Wyoming. Actually, that one in Lyman tonight, excuse me. Final score, number 2 Bighorn 28 and Mountain View 26. That game played over in Bighorn today. In Class 3A football today, Cody and Worland will match up at 6 o'clock in Cody. At the half, it's Buffalo 7, Jackson 3. That game being played up in Buffalo. Number 2 Star Valley takes on Lander today at 5 o'clock over in Afton. And number 3 Douglas hosts Powell tonight at 6 p.m. In Class 4A, Sheridan will host Laramie tonight at 6 o'clock. It'll be Cheyenne Central hosting Thunder Basin at 6 p.m. Casper de Trona hosting Campbell County tonight at 6 p.m. and Cheyenne East hosting Rock Springs at 6 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow in 1A 6-man ball, it'll be DuBois hosting Meeteetse at 1 o'clock in that quarterfinal. The other quarterfinal tomorrow features Burlington hosting Farson Eden tomorrow at 2 p.m. Those are your playoff matchups and playoff scores as we're into this Click It or Ticket postgame show. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have a scoring roundup and our players of the game brought to you by Papa Murphy's and Gatorade coming up next on KWYW 99.1 FM.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
Here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, I kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.